we're going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to bring you, a variety of different things that would serve you. One of the things that when I first started seeing how this was building up, my instincts started talking to me, and I was like, I did things I wouldn't normally do. I put insurance on my vacation, and I bought a microphone, things I would never have done before. Intuitively, I did. And so the other thing that was really important for me was when it actually started really hitting and we could see that things were coming and we were going to have to shut down, my first instinct, like most people's, was to go, oh no. But what happened quicker than that for me was the part of me that said, okay, well, if we're going to have to do this, I have some really great tools as a result of being a practitioner. I'm actually an Eden's Energy Medicine clinical practitioner. I am on faculty and I teach in the certification level, and I also teach on the level 1 fundamentals program. So for me, knowing that I had these tools and I was able to use those for my family gave me so much peace. So I'm hoping they do the same for you. So let's get started. So we're going to be starting off with the chakra system. And the reason I chose the chakra system is because the chakras are these pools of energy, and they are constantly spinning and they're gathering information. And they're seeking, they're like little antennas. And so they're sending signals out and they're saying, what kind of experiences do you need to have? And they're bringing that information back towards us. And so with the chakra system, what can happen is these chakras can actually get too much energy in them and make it difficult to process. So I want to use the chakras as a means to ground. And before we do that, I know some of you are going to be wondering, well, should we clear the chakras first? And yes, it's always great to clear the chakras. What I've chosen to do today is I'm going to clear one chakra, and it's going to be the root chakra. And then the rest of my activity with the chakras is going to be about making a connection from one to the next. So if you'd like to join me and follow along and do this with me, I think you'll find that it should be calming, it should be grounding, and you'll feel a little bit more space. And at the end of the day, all of the tools that we do with Eden Method, it's about creating space and movement so that you can thrive. And this is not a time that we want to close our energy. This is a time while we are home to get creative, to learn, to do those projects that we've put off. It's a time to reinvent. And so let's go ahead. Our root chakra is right at the pubic bone, right below the pubic bone, excuse me. And unlike the other chakras, it actually spins towards the earth. So this is going to be the only chakra that we're going to clear, and I'm going to teach you how to do it because it's something you can do for yourself. Now I want you to imagine that you are like a clock. 12 o'clock's here on my chest, 6 o'clock would be down by my feet, 9 o'clock would be over here to my right, and 3 o'clock. What we want to do is we want to take our left hand, first things first, we're going to rub our hands together and we're going to shake it off. Now we're going to, with our left hand, we're going to just bring our hand over kind of in that pubic area along it, and we're just going to make counterclockwise. So for me, I'm going to be going this way. Now I've been talking a lot and probably talking too fast. I'm going to slow it down a little bit so you can follow me. So we're going to just make some nice slow circles over the root chakra as I calm myself down. Now what's important to know, even though all we've done is a few counterclockwise circles, hopefully you're noticing that my voice is getting calmer. I'm feeling a little bit more settled, so this is good for all of us. I won't scramble you, I hope. But we are just clearing energy. Now periodically, we want to just shake it off. Now some of you might be thinking, well gosh, I can't quite reach there. That feels uncomfortable. What I want you to do is just imagine that chakra just tips itself up like a little bowl. And you can just do the same thing, find your 12 o'clock, and you can clear it that way. All right? But I'm going to stick to the way I know best for me. And so this is clearing energy. Now the root chakra, it's all about family, it's about community, it's about tribe, it's about money. It's anything and everything that is connected to your sense of survival. And so as you are connecting to that sense of survival, I just want you to just tune in and notice places in your life where maybe you're not feeling so safe. And recognize that when we clear the root chakra, we're creating space so that we can see that there's more opportunities and that we have this beautiful tribe with us. Now we're going to make some figure eights. And the way I look at figure eights, it's kind of like if you were to take a shower and take a nice cleansing shower, it's like toweling off. You're just kind of like wrapping it all up and making it nice and secure. So we're making some figure eights. And then the last thing we want to do to clear a chakra is we want to go in a clockwise motion. So we're going to use our right hand this time, and we're going to go in a nice clockwise direction. All right, so that's going to be the only clearing we're going to do right now. But what I want to do next is we're going to use the chakras, and we're going to connect to each one of the chakras, and we're going to make a connection from the root to the second. So the way it's going to look, again, I'm going to have you rub your hands together, and you're going to shake it off. Take your right hand and put it on your right leg. And with your second hand, find your navel, and then drop your hand below your navel. This is the sacral chakra. So where the root chakra is about family, community, all that sense of survival, the second chakra is about childlike wonder. Now, for those of you that have little kids and are trying to do your jobs from home, and they're running around you and they just want to play, when we are connected to our second chakra, we are connected to that childlike wonder. And if you have little kids, you don't have to go far to look at them and notice how they move through life. They might have one emotion that comes really strongly and quickly, and then it's gone. They're done. They're playing with their toys. So we can really learn from little kids and reconnect to our childlike wonder. What are those creative projects that you've been putting off that you haven't started? What is it that you've wanted to do? Maybe there's something you've wanted to write about. Maybe a story you wanted to tell. How could you be doing that now? And so we're going to connect by holding our two hands. Now, for those of you that are new to working with your hands are like magnets. And so when we put our hands on their body, what we're doing is we're activating the energy below the hands. So for me, I like to do this when I go to bed at night. It's really calming. My energy tends to move fast. I move fast. I have two very active kids that are involved in things like show choir and gymnastics. Hello, both of those organizations. And so when my hands are on my body, I'm waiting until they sync up. So for me, I actually feel heat underneath my hands, and I might notice that one is stronger than the other. So maybe the root side, and the reason I'm using my legs, it's just another way to bring the energy down my legs and to connect to the earth. So I want to notice and have them connected. So mine feel pretty connected right now. So hopefully yours do too. But stay with me. So I want to make sure I go to the other leg. So I'm going to bring my hand over to the second chakra, and my other hand is on my other leg, my left leg. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now this one, I can tell, is actually connecting a lot quicker because I've already got some energy moving. And so I'm just going to give it a minute. Let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath. And we're going to go ahead and create an intention. So for your root chakra, we're going to say, I am safe. I am safe and secure in my root chakra. I am safe and secure. And for that second chakra, let's go ahead and use the words, and I am enjoying that childlike wonder of creation and creating. Now from the second chakra, we're going to move our hand up above the belly button. This is the solar plexus. So we're connecting now the second and the third chakra. And you'll probably notice that there's energy coming up your legs. And if you don't, that's okay too. And now we want to move that energy up the chakra. So we have our second chakra and our third chakra. And we're going to just take some nice deep breaths in. I have to kind of laugh because my students know that I'm very extroverted and I'm very friendly, and so every time I say I'm going to get quiet, I start chit-chatting. So I can't help myself, I'm a little extroverted. So take a nice deep breath here. I'm going to calm my body a minute. So mine feel connected, hopefully yours do too. Let me know if they are, give me some hearts there. So now that we've connected the third chakra, I didn't talk about what it is, but it's all about your self-worth. And so the third chakra is about being empowered. It's trusting yourself. It's about moving through life with a sense of knowing ownership for who you are and who you're meant to be. And so let's go ahead and say from our second chakra, I am enjoying that childlike wonder. And our third chakra is I am empowered. I am empowered to choose what is best and safest for me. Staying connected to the third chakra, we're going to go to the heart chakra. And as we connect to the heart chakra is all about the ability to love yourself and love others. And as we connect these two together, we're bringing that sense of worthiness and power from the third chakra, and we're connecting it to that part of us that is meant to love ourselves and love others. And if nothing more has come out of this situation that we're all in, the one thing that I know for certain is that everybody's hearts are connecting on a different level. And so as we connect to the heart, I simply wish to add the intention of I am love, or we are love. Now staying connected to the heart chakra as we move to the fifth chakra. And at the fifth chakra, we actually have 7 channels. So we're going to go ahead and stretch them. Each one of these channels relates to one of the chakras. So not only is the throat chakra out there communicating for the throat chakra, it's also bringing up the information from our root, our second, our third, our fourth, and all the other chakras. So we're going to create some space in our throat chakra. So I want you to just go ahead and make a nice stretch. And this is for 7. On the right side, we have the first chakra channel, the third chakra channel, and the fifth chakra channel. I can hardly say that. And then on the other side, we have the even chakra. So we have our second chakra, our fourth chakra, and our sixth chakra. Now that we've created space there, let's go ahead and connect our heart to our throat chakra. And I'm just going to have a lighter touch here. You know, it's so important that when we speak from the heart. And so as we connect that part of us that is love to our throat chakra, I simply wish to add the intention of I am seen and heard. I am seen and heard. Okay, so now that we've connected to our throat chakra, we're going to bring this hand up to our forehead as we connect the throat chakra to the sixth chakra. The sixth chakra is pretty important. It's about our intuition. It's about that ability to see near and far. And right now, as we're connecting these two chakras, part of us are not feeling like we have any sense or awareness of what's coming in the future. We don't know what's going to happen to summer jobs. We don't know what's going to happen to our current jobs. But we really want to keep that sixth chakra open, because our intuition will guide us into new things that we can't even imagine. And so I really want to inspire you and encourage you to just be open to hear that intuition. And so repeat after me, I am intuitive. I am intuitive. I am intuitive. And then we're going to bring our last hand to our seventh chakra, which is at the crown. And at the crown chakra, we have our seventh chakra. It's our ability to connect and stay connected to the universal source, whatever that is for you. Now, the other thing that we're connecting to here happens to be the neurovasculars. I happen to love neurovasculars. They've taken me through some really serious challenges in my life. I have used them to avoid surgery. I have used them for chiropractic adjustments. I have used them to help calm me when I had to have surgery. What they do for you is that the neurovasculars, when we are stressed, energy stops. When we're stressed, blood flow, and I'm stressed, there's a little beep in my computer, the blood flow leaves our brain and goes away because we're starting to move in a fight, flight, freeze response. And so when that happens, it makes it really difficult to think. It makes it really difficult to make clear decisions. It makes it difficult to hear. So when we're working with the neurovasculars, and how did I digress? I digress because when we're working with the chakras, we're also happen to be connecting to the neurovasculars. So isn't it cool that you can work with one system and activate multiple systems at the same time? I think it's pretty cool. So, coming back to the neurovasculars, when you place your hand on your head, and I do this every night, to be honest with you. Every single night, my hands are on my head, and I'm calming my triple warmer down. And usually my husband wants to snuggle, and when he wants to snuggle, he'll say to me, "Are you holding points?" And I really have to say, "Yes, I am," because I'm either holding my chakras, or I'm holding points in my head, or I'm holding any points. So it's really great work, and because I move fast, it's a great time to do it for myself. So when you connect to the top on your forehead, and you have your hand on the top, which was the seventh chakra we were talking about, we're also on a lung neurovascular. So this is about letting go. Letting go. Lung is about, it can be about grief, and it can also be about inspiration. And in these days, I know a lot of us are grieving, and so we want to honor that. And so when you put your hand on top of your head, take a nice deep breath, allow yourself to feel all those feelings. Holding the neurovasculars will let those feelings move and flow out of your system. And now what I'd like to invite you to do is just to seek a little hope and a little inspiration. Where can you find your inspiration today? Maybe it was something that a kid did for you. Maybe it was getting a special note in the mail or a phone call. You know, whatever it is, find that inspiration, because it's just as important to allow the good emotions to come in as well as the not so good. So from here, I'm just going to calm triple warmer down. I'm going to put my middle finger on my temple and my 3 fingers right at this notch, and we're just going to let triple warmer further calm down. I kind of feel like it's sort of like when you're cradling a baby and you're holding a baby's face, how gentle they are. That's really what we're doing for triple warmer. And so just calming down triple warmer. And we always want to do the other side. So notice. Now we've done a lot so far, so I just want you to check in, and I want you to observe your body. Notice, are you feeling calmer? I know I'm starting to feel calmer, which is helpful. Are you feeling like you have a little more space? Are you wondering if there's more? And the answer is yes, I got more.